Hello everybody and welcome to Squad Films. I'm Zed. I'm bringing you guys a pretty quick little video on For Honor. Played the beta. It's coming out real soon and I wanted to lay down some points and do a mini review and tell you guys if I think the game is worth buying. So a little spotlight on this game. I think the most important thing is to remember it is a beta and I've only played it for maybe 5 hours. So take everything that I've said with a grain of salt. Obviously in a beta, lots of things can go wrong. Most important thing about this game that I want to talk about is the combat. Obviously, it's a pretty big part of the game. It's in a way it's like Chivalry, but it's very unique in its own way. But the best way for me to sort of describe to someone, because people like to pin these things on games like, oh, what's the game like? And they like a reference. If you like Chivalry, it's sort of like that, but with a much more in-depth combat system. So the combat is really deep in a way that it doesn't want you to, it's not infuriating is what I'm trying to get at. It's satisfying. It's hard, and there'll be times where you'll be like, wow, what am I doing? And it'll make you a little annoying, but it's not janky and it's not broken. It's just hard, and that just makes it more interesting and more to learn, and adds a skill gap and a lot of those things that putting higher skill ceiling and doing it in a way. I think it's pulled off well is what I'm trying to say. So I think if you're into games where you have to spend a while getting good at the base mechanics until you can, master them, I think you'll have a bit of fun in this game. I think the three groups are cool. You got the samurai, you got the knights, and you got the Vikings, and I think there's a lot of variation in there that will bring somewhat of a decent metagame. Allows them to probably balance it later on, much as shooter games do with classes. I think some of the cools with the turf wars they have are pretty cool. Although I don't know if they're really going to work. You tend to need a pretty big player base for those things, much like in PlanetSide 2. But that's pretty much all the good stuff I can speak on. Talking about the actual game, I feel like I had a janky FPS at times. It's not very stable, and I have found this with a lot of betas that I've been playing, and then the full game comes out and the optimization is great. I'm playing on a GTX 970 with a i7, so my system's pretty good, but this game, changing the settings, did a lot to try and fix it, and really nothing happened. And there was some really bad connection issues, so like in the server issues just didn't seem to be great. Besides that, I think the game modes are really cool. Again, the combat's really good. I think it's a good game, but for the price of what is a AAA title, I think it needs something more. I think it's lacking. Not so. It's got the mechanics. It's got a bit of fun, but it just doesn't have the depth of stuff to do. But I might leave it there, guys, because I don't want to rant for too long. I think it's a good game. I think if you're into hard games, like sort of Chivalry or Dark Souls, maybe is a good comparison. I think you'll like this. It's probably too late to try the beta now, but I don't know. Look around, because I think for $100 or $60 US or whatever it is, a AAA price, it might be a bit of a stretch. But yeah, that's my look at For Honor. Let me know if you like these sorts of videos. We might do more, just like little shots. We can do them with more structure. Who knows? Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments. Hit us with a like, and I will see you guys later.